If you've been in the Dragon Ball community for some time, you'll know about the "who is Gohan's father" debate. Some people think Piccolo is Gohan's father, whilst others maintain Goku is. Whatever your position, there seems to be no end to this topic, but there was definitely a start. It may have begun with Team 4-Star giving us funny lines like,
Goku! He doesn't even look after his own kid! I look after his kid more than he does!
Piccolo, you take care of Gohan.
So, keep doing what I've been doing then?
Yeah?
Yeah, I figured. Let's go. Gohan,
Yeah?
you're a good kid.
Oh, is it that you always pictured me as a son? Because you can never make your own, considering you lack the reproductive organs to produce your own legitimate offspring?
Nerd!
Wow, he sounds like he's had a hard time. Piccolo should really have a talk with him.
So with name calling and reprimand aside, let's get this debate started. I once witnessed for myself Goku and Piccolo having this debate, so allow me to show you. First up is Goku. I'm Gohan's father because I spent the most time with him. We spent his first 4 years together, then a couple of days on Namek, then 3 years training for the androids, and 1 year in the Room of Spirit and Time, and the days leading up to the Cell Games, then a couple more years with him after Boo's defeat and the end of Z. I also waited with him whilst the old Kai was doing that silly dance all those hours, because I wanted to see Gohan's new power, Piccolo. You've spent far less time with Gohan. I've spent less time with him, yes, just a year training for the Saiyans and 3 years for the androids, but when you were ever with Gohan, it was just for training or fighting the enemies we've faced. That's all you care about, whereas I care for Gohan. I've gave Gohan apples, I stroked his hair, and promised him I wouldn't let anything bad happen to him. And I know this was non-canon because it's just anime, but in addition I watched over him whilst you trained on Yardrat, and I've sacrificed myself for Gohan not just 1 or 2 times, but 3 times. When have you ever done that, Goku? I sacrificed myself for Gohan at the end of the Cell Games, and it was a very hard decision for me. It meant that I wouldn't get to see Gohan anymore forever, but I had to do it for the Earth. By the way, why didn't you visit Gohan during the 7 years I was in Otherworld, Piccolo? Well, I did tell Gohan that he could visit me whenever he liked during that time. Talking of the Cell Games, I was shocked when you threw Gohan into a death battle with Cell, and you topped it all off by giving Cell a senzu before it. What kind of father are you? Why would you allow your son to be tortured like that? Were you even watching? You didn't understand Gohan as a person despite spending more time with him. I actually understand him. He's my student and my best friend. I told you that he isn't a fighter and he doesn't share the same passion for combat. But Piccolo, I do understand Gohan. He's always been a fighter and always will be. Whenever there was a threat, Gohan was one of the first to train and get stronger, and he's still doing it now whilst following his dreams. Despite his passion being different, he takes the responsibility for protecting the Earth very seriously. Gohan wanted to protect the Earth from Cell, but he didn't know how to draw out the power I'd seen him display in the Room of Spirit and Time. I was the only one who believed in Gohan, and later guided him to victory over Cell. I realised my mistake and then sacrificed myself for Gohan and the whole Earth. I also risked my livelihood in the afterlife and defied the rules by punching Bojack and leading Gohan to beat him. Goku, that was in the movie, which is non-canon, alright? And the Cell Games were a long time ago. Now that Gohan has a family, he told you he's taking care of Pan rather than training and fighting. Because of this, I've devoted my time to Pan by changing her diapers, helping Videl with the house, and just generally being there for them. I've chosen to place Gohan above my own desires and safety, and I respect his wishes to become a scholar. Gohan gave me the wedding photos as well. It's fair to say that I know Gohan more than you. Plus, Gohan chooses to fight in my gi more often than yours. He did it in the Cell arc and in the Tournament of Power arc manga, which is canon, never mind the anime where he wore your gi. Alright Piccolo, you got me. You're right, I haven't recently been there with Gohan and his family, but there's been so much going on and so many bad villains and situations to deal with. Cut me some slack. I just want to train and get stronger and fight really strong guys. I get it about myself. I'm not the righteous hero type. I do follow my own passion and let everything else slide. I find it difficult to be interested in things that aren't fighting. As a Saiyan, I struggle to have any concept of family. It's not in my blood. I naturally feel they are my companions, but not much more. Whereas for you, Piccolo, the Namekians have a great love for each other and strive to protect them. Piccolo, believe me, I've tried to change myself over the years and I'm still trying to be the best father I can to Gohan, so why don't we just leave it at that, alright? Whoa. I think that's enough out of Goku and Piccolo. It's back to Kaioshin and Curt now. All in all, in my opinion guys, both Goku and Piccolo have plus and minus points in their relationship with Gohan. You can endlessly bring points to this debate, but I think it is pointless to keep arguing Piccolo is Gohan's father. Piccolo is Gohan's best friend, and all the times he has sacrificed himself and taken care of him is because he cares for his brother and is his brother's keeper. Piccolo is a true friend and they fight together side by side as friends. Fathers are supposed to discipline and teach their sons positive lessons throughout their life because they love them and want the best, but now that Gohan is an adult, Piccolo doesn't have the authority to do that, only to politely advise. However, Gohan still holds Piccolo as his master, so it does give Piccolo the scope to advise Gohan in battle. All in all, I believe that Goku will always be Gohan's father, always has been, is and always will be. So that's my opinion guys. Thanks for tuning in and definitely let me know your opinion down in the comment section below. Thanks guys for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please Kaioshin that like button and subscribe to expand your knowledge of Dragon Ball and get coverage of Super. So I'll see you in the next video, but until then, I challenge you to watch the following videos of mine. Alright? Cheers guys. Kai.